Okay.
Our mission, Helping Parents Heal, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting bereaved parents. Through support and resources offered, we aspire to help individuals become shining light parents, meaning a shift from a state of emotional heaviness to one of hopefulness and greater peace of mind. Helping Parents Heal goes a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and afterlife evidence in a non-dogmatic way. Helping Parents Heal affiliate groups welcome everyone, regardless of religious or non-religious background, and encourage open dialogue. Attendance at all meetings is voluntary. All discussions that take place at affiliate-led meetings are confidential. We hope that participants will learn from and share with each other. Zoom meetings run by leadership are not confidential. These meetings typically feature guest presenters and are posted on YouTube so that affiliate members worldwide can watch and benefit. Neither type of Helping Parents Heal meeting is designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers, allowing parents to learn about many possible ways to heal. This includes presenters covering progressive topics such as afterlife evidence and connecting with our children who have passed. The views expressed by our guest speakers may or may not reflect the opinions of Helping Parents Heal leaders and members, so we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Tina. Thank you for being here.
Yes,
Thank you
we're
for having me.
thrilled that she's here. And I'm going to quickly just read a short bio. It's very, very short, so that you all know a little bit about Tina. As I say, she has been with Helping Parents Heal from the very beginning. She's a huge part of our start, and we're just so grateful to her. She's a former news anchor and reporter who now works as a professional medium and receives psychic messages. As she laughingly says, it's reporting for the other side. Sensitive since childhood, Tina felt the presence of people and animals who had crossed over, but the intuitive information became a much more forceful, powerful force, excuse me, after she made the decision to leave the harsh reality of television news. She has authored 2 books and has assisted in experiments with world-renowned scientist and author Dr. Gary Schwartz, who will also be a part of our conference. I just wanted to say he's a keynote speaker. To learn more about Tina or to book a session with her, please visit her website at www.tinapowers.com. And without further ado, please join me in welcoming Tina Powers. Welcome, Tina.
Thank you. And thank you all for having me. That's quite an introduction. I'm like, who is that? I come from the standpoint that we all have abilities to connect with our loved ones, our children, our guides, our relatives. When I was a little kid, as you mentioned in the bio, Elizabeth, I would feel the presence of people. I would sometimes hear them, and sometimes occasionally I'd see them, and it was really scary because I didn't know what that was. So I slept with the light on half my life. Now in my 50s, my parents are like, we're really sorry. We didn't know, you're doing something. To come from television news to, reporting what's happening in the other world, I'm much happier to do that than report what's going on here, and to be a messenger. I really just consider myself a messenger. I'm also here to let you all know, I really want you to trust yourselves. And I want you to trust the messages that you feel you receive, because usually when we go, do you think that's, is that kind of, yes, it is. And so, the dream time I found too, sometimes is an easier way for them to reach us. And I know we don't raise hands, but I'm imagining many of you have had visitations through the dream time, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I guess we can raise these hands, not on the, okay. And a lot of times when we're sleeping and we're in between worlds, they can slip in a lot easier, tell us hello. And I firmly believe we don't take everything back with us into this reality because, you know, we'd want to stay over there. And our soul has things to do while we're here. And I firmly believe we will all be together again at some point. You know, when they connect in the dream time, though, really, it's quite a gift. And I really want you to know, from my opinion, it's real. Also, we start to, you know, I had a friend where her dad always showed pennies, and I've had lots of kids in the other world show that I call them pennies from heaven. There are many things that we can, or that they can manipulate in this environment. And have any of you had like change or things like that appear? One time in New York with my friend, she said, "Oh, there's Dad. We went to the bus stop there. We're in the middle of Manhattan." I'm not kidding you, 100 pennies came up from the earth. It was really a miracle. I've never seen anything like it. And the girls on the bench next to us by the St. Regis Hotel were like, what is happening? It's not happened since. I wish I had more of those moments. I mean, whenever we have them, it's so wonderful. And we go up to those higher octaves. But I just want you to know that they're real. And a lot of times they use birds, you know. I remember one time a gentleman came for a reading and his son kept telling me, there's hawks, you know, I'm going to send hawks. And he's like, great, I got a great reading. Going home, they're hawks. So he went to the gravesite the next day, no hawks. Then he went to his work and there were 4 hawks. It was in Phoenix downtown. And so it's never failing how they demonstrate to us that consciousness continues. So, and I know you're all like, okay, let's go to the readings. Hey, I want a message when, and, but I firmly want you all to really trust yourselves. And at the conference, I'll be talking more about that, ways to do that, and hopefully, you know, to help reinforce for you all that we are able to connect. There aren't just a few of us who do it. You know, some of us do it, you know, for our life's work. I didn't imagine that this would be where I was going to end up. And then isn't that the beauty of life? You know, sometimes it's really, really difficult and sometimes it's beautiful and difficult. And then I imagine when we all go to the other side, we go, wow, that was pretty amazing. So I wanted to say, it's already started. I'm clairaudient. That means that's French for clear hearing. And maybe many of you have heard your names called. Many of you maybe have heard a voice outside in the 3rd dimension. And many times I hear it internally. I'm what's called a mental medium. And so that means it's drop loaded almost into my mind. And I believe that we all have that channel, but they've already started doing this. So what I want to say to you all is don't be shy or hold back. When I get a name, a lot of times, you know, I'm also, they can be referring to somebody on the earth I've found. So I have the name Sheila here. And actually, when I started speaking earlier, you know, I heard that name loudly. So is there a Sheila that anybody either in the other world or that's on this call? Okay, she said it again that her name is Sheila. So my guess is that somebody will come back around with that. I will tell you as we keep going that it was a little kid in the other world that I was on the scene of a drive-by shooting right after it happened in the news. And the child in the other world actually said to me, he woke me up and I ended up in grief counseling and I couldn't do news anymore after that. So I find it very, very interesting that it was a child that actually woke me up. Okay, so I think
we have Janine saying that her mom's name is Sheila, and then Linda is saying my sister's name is Sheila. So you said that it's either someone, a child who has passed, or someone who's in the other world. So are either the mom of Janine or Linda's sister on
Okay.
the other side? Janine is saying her mom is on the other side.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I was about to say that I do have a Sheila here, and she's very insistent. So I don't know if your mother, if your mother was that way on the earth, but she's absolutely today. I'm supposed to say a happy birthday, not that it's necessarily today. I do want to tell you, hold on here.
Would you like for us to bring Janine on so
Yes,
that you?
that would be lovely.
Okay, I
Okay.
unmute her so that you can speak to her directly.
Hi.
Yes,
Janine,
I've asked her
can you
to
hear me?
unmute. Janine?
Hi there, Tina.
Can
Hi
you put your screen on, Janine, by chance, so that we could
It's
I'm
all
gonna-
right with Tina. I'll keep it off.
Okay, that's fine. If I just hear your voice, that's good. All right, let's just see. Well, what I'm hearing from Sheila is that you do talk to her. That's true. And
That is true.
she does show me a candle. Okay. She's also saying there's another male energy for you over there that she's with.
Yes.
And she says, of course, she was going to bring him through. You prayed right before this, and it almost makes me want to cry, and I'm not a good medium when I cry. Hold on, just like I wouldn't be a good news anchor if I cried during my, okay, hold on here. Okay, I see a hand waving to you from the other world. He is telling me that do you know why he would be saying he's so sorry? The way
I'm guessing that
it's
it's my
okay.
son.
The
I'm
way
guessing it's
things were
my
left.
son, and he had an accident. So
He says the way things, how he left. Okay, so hold on here. I don't know why I'm looking at New Year's or right around the holidays. I don't know if that's important to you or him. He's very excited to push his way to the front with your mother. Hold on here. What is it? He's showing me either there's something in your hand, or you holding something in your hand, or is there something about a stone or a rock? I can't tell exactly on this picture that he's showing me.
I don't have it in my hand right now, but but I did earlier when I was when my mom when I was reaching out, it's like a little wooden boar, very small
Yeah, I
little.
can't tell what it looks like, but he shows it in your hand. And I believe he's just showing this to you just to know that he was with you right then. Okay, hold on. He's actually really funny. Good sense of humor.
Mhm.
Tell her I'm sorry I didn't, well, he's saying he didn't listen. What do you mean by that? Oh, he just had his own mind in a way, you know?
He's definitely independent.
He says he had his own mind, and I don't know. He's also showing me his phone. I know this is unusual and odd, but do you still have him in your phone, or I don't know why. Is there something that's lit up with your mother or him on the phone, like after they've transitioned yet?
I have a tablet that he used that communicates.
Yeah, he's showing me it lights up also, and that he will continue to have conversation with you in this way. Whose birthday? Do you know who he's talking about with the birthday?
Yes, his sister's birthday is day after tomorrow.
There's a big happy birthday from the other world from him. And I do see a guitar being played. Huh.
His dad is a big guitar player.
He loves you so much. Okay, is there some sort of, also, I don't know if we're going into something else, but is there a foundation yet?
There is not yet, but it
It's
has
in the works.
has been sketched out. Yes.
Because it's in the works and he will help you do this. And there's never going to be a good day. You know what I mean? Like it's not, yeah. So he just wants you to know, please tell her happy birthday. Please tell you how much he loves you and that he's okay. And you know this. And also he'll continue to electronically communicate with you. And he also says you have his voice. I don't know, or you've heard his voice. I don't know what he means by that.
I heard his voice. I've only seen him in 2 dreams that I recall, but I heard somebody say, good night, Janine, and it was his voice, but I thought that can't be.
Him. It's him. Yes. The only reason you see me go like that is because I get really excited. I can feel it all over my body. That's what's called clairsentience. So a lot of times, and that's French for clear feeling. So when you feel it's them, it's not, a lot of people haven't been opened up to this, but a lot have. With mediumship and possibility, but he says he's going to get you more. He loves you and he'll let some others speak. Okay. He said he'd keep going all day and that won't, well, he could go forever, he says, with you. So
Thank you so much, Tina. That was wonderful.
thank you, Janine. Okay.
That was wonderful. Good job. Goodness.
Okay. There is a Thomas is the full name that I'm receiving. Tom, I believe. Sometimes they give me the full name when they're giving me their name. And you'll see me look away for whatever reason on the left side of my ear. And also, is there an Eric involved with this as well? With either of these?
Okay, so we have a few people answering. One's, let's see, Rhiannon is, her son's middle name is Thomas. Sharon Martin says Thomas is her son. Joe says
Oh,
her
okay.
husband is Thomas.
Okay, that Thomas is her son. That one just stopped me.
Okay, there's no Eric, she said, but if that sounds like it's
okay, hold on 1 second. Let me double check with them. I think that there are 2 messages coming through, so we will, hold on here. Okay, there's also an Eric, I think, standing next to Thomas, so I'm not sure if they're together or not, but I'm going to go first with the one that got lit up for me, which is who has Thomas in the other world.
okay. So Sharon,
Sharon's unmuted already. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, how are you?
let's see.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi,
Sharon, let's
you
see.
see me?
Hey.
Oh, there we see you.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Okay.
see you. Yes, Thomas is my son in spirit.
Okay, yes. And it's really funny because I see this picture of him like yelling above like he's got a good, he's making himself known. Hold on here. Is it you that likes to bicycle at all, or did he? I don't know why he's sending me a picture of that.
Oh, probably telling me to get back on it.
Hold on.
I've been thinking I need to go on the bike because you get that
Okay.
extra weight
Yeah.
going on.
Okay, that's lighting up. So sometimes they light it up. So there's a picture of a bike and it's got a light in back of it. So it's like you're going to feel him and you're going to feel free when you do this. You know how our mind just goes, okay, I don't like, if we don't move, then it's easier not to move the next day. Okay. He says he's showing me like beautiful pictures of the water. So I don't know if it's that you love the water, you both love the water, but he seems to think that, no, he says he does. And both of you do.
Yeah, well, we have a pond and then real close to a river that we would always go to and watch the boats and freighters and whatnot.
Yeah, there's like that movie, A River Runs Through It. That's what my
Uh-huh.
guides are showing me. Okay, so it's like that. Hold on here. Okay, I don't know if he's just being funny, but he's showing me him playing drums. So he would have played drums, he says.
His brother did. They all did try to instrument. I wanted them to be in a band. So the drums are his brother, but
Is his brother's on the earth?
yes.
Okay, but he's laughing, showing these drums, so I don't know.
Yes, he couldn't hold a
He thinks
beat.
it's
but
pretty
it-
funny. He's just laughing
Yeah.
and like, okay.
It was
Um,
funny.
all right. Now also, he just said, tell my mom I love her.
Aw,
He's
I
also
love you
standing
too.
next to a man over there.
Man, yes.
A father, whether it's your
Father.
father or
Yeah.
it's a grandfather, he wants me to
Yeah.
say, that he's
My
with.
dad.
And you were wondering if they were together. They not all the time. They're just saying today they are here for you.
And my dad's name is Thomas also.
And now they're laughing. They think it's funny. And they're very clever. Hold on here. To please, Tom, your son wants me to tell you you're on the right track.
Ugh, I hope so.
And you keep questioning whether or not the way you're moving is correct for you. And you keep you're second guessing yourself a lot, he says. And he wants me to tell you, no, you know, you just start putting one foot in front of the other. He said, but this new venture, this new way is going to, believe it or not, bring you a lot of happiness.
Oh, great.
And he also, you know, he shows a page turning. So either a chapter, it's a new chapter for you.
Yeah, needs to be.
And he says it's a new chapter and it's a good one.
Oh, wonderful.
Hold on here. And has there been any sort of move? Or I don't know why he just said move, but I don't think we're back to the bike thing.
Probably, he probably wants me to get up and be more active, and you know, the depression or the grief we go through, you know, right now I've been just it's like I know I need to get going. So that's probably
There's another thing here about, he's showing me you walking also. So if you just start doing that, he'll be with you while you walk.
nice.
Even if it's around the block, he says. Okay. And your father's waving. He's got a good sense of humor also. And they're all, if you can, you know, I know it's hard for our brain sometimes, but if you can imagine that they're all well and good, and that they know more than we do, right? Because they're at a higher viewpoint. And that your son says you will see him again. It's in your mind where you start going, God, I'm never going to see, you know how the mind does that. And
Yeah, sure does.
he's like, no, he can promise you you'll see him again. So he just wanted to pop in, say hi, play some bad drums, tell you to tell you, he says he'd say it in a different way. I'm saying it in a clean way, but he said, get off your, and
Yeah.
he said, get off your ass and move.
Isn't that funny?
Okay.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
So thank you. All right. Woo. Now I want to go back to Eric.
Well, we have someone whose daughter's name is Erica Thomas. I don't know if that is
Really?
has-
That's very fascinating. I will tell you, sometimes when we do large groups, and you'll find that if many of you are going to the conference or you're on live stream, that, you know, one message can be for many people. They design it that way. So if you were back there and it was all making sense to you about Thomas, please know that that was for you as well. Okay, so hold on here a second. Is there an Eric that had cancer? I just saw my symbol for cancer.
let's see. Irene, do you see anyone?
I don't see anything yet. I'm
Okay.
looking.
Okay, hold on a second here. Well, it's interesting because I have two things happening here about the Erica. Okay, Eric, hold on here. There is an Eric telling me he had a blood disease.
Okay.
Okay, and then hold on here. I know. Now, what can happen is they can start overlapping with each other. So, all right, come on, you guys, one at a time. I feel like Erica came in when when you mentioned her, because they love their names to be called. Let me go back for a moment to the first Eric. Did this Eric pass very quickly? Like they're here and then all of a sudden they're out of body?
We have Pamela Asselton, who has, Eric is my son.
Like he didn't get to say goodbye to anyone.
And let's
Yeah,
see.
he died suddenly, she said.
Okay, so maybe we could go to Pamela, is that
Now
okay?
let's go to Pamela, okay? And then
Yeah.
there may be something from Erica as well, okay, after that.
Okay,
Hi, Pamela.
Hi.
so
Hi,
let's
Pamela.
see if I can find you. Can you say hi one more time, Pamela?
Hi.
Hi, Pamela.
Hi.
You.
Hi, how are you?
Got you, thank you.
They're all bright lights. Boy, Eric is bright. Oh.
He was a big guy.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
So he just said, you got her.
Oh, good.
He's funny. He's like a bear, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
okay, he just said, he said, watch myself, but he's kidding, okay? So because he didn't get to say goodbye, he wants me to tell you this is a hello.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
Okay, now he does show you he says he's with you. He does show you walking, so.
Yeah, I've been doing the walks around the block like you mentioned to the last person, so maybe that's why he was hanging out with Tom.
I told you that we'll all, he just says he's been with you and you can feel him, right?
Yep, sometime I can. Yeah.
He also shows me, he has me looking at rainbows. So he says that this is one of the signs that he gives you.
Okay, I haven't seen one yet for him, but I will look out. Yeah.
He says, you like that song,
Yeah.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So
Oh yeah, I used to always sing that too.
that's one of your songs, he's telling me.
Yeah.
So he wants you to know that when you see rainbows on a card, when you see them over the water, when you see them, they're from me. Okay. He is saying he's sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just says it was really like the circumstances around everything.
Life got too much for him.
He said that he's really sorry. He just couldn't see out.
Yeah.
He says it's almost like a light switch went off for him.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he thinks that you, out of everybody, understand that the depression, and he also says financial. So I don't know what was going on financially.
He didn't have big financial debts, but he just wasn't getting ahead like he wanted to.
He felt like, now he doesn't want you to be, he just shows me dollar bills. He just, more than anything, he said that this was a spur of the moment thing, and that he needs you to know that you couldn't, like, he's okay, first of all. And he says, this.
Yeah.
And also about saving him, he said that really, there wasn't time. He couldn't save himself, but he is okay. He said, but
that's good to know. Yeah.
He says, you very much need to know I'm okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The only reason you see me breathe out is just because I could feel like, we can imagine when we're on the other world trying to get a message through, and this isn't a real important one because we're so taught sometimes, when these things happen or we pass our own accord, that these horrible things happen to you. Now, he says it's not the best idea he's ever had. And he's working with guides to figure out why he got so turned around, like he let it get him down too much. He also shows me a heartbreak.
Oh, yeah, he had a breakup with a girlfriend. Yeah,
And that this went too far in his mind.
yes. Yeah,
And he feels bad about also her,
yeah,
because well, he just says he doesn't want you to carry the burden of having to carry too many messages to anybody else, because this is for
Mhm.
you.
right.
But he does say, please tell her I'm very sorry.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Yeah, because I think she was the last one to talk to him. And that was.
She
I
blames
think,
herself. He
Yeah.
just said to me.
Yeah,
And so, and he says, no, he says he did this, he fell into a bad place. Okay.
yeah,
And, I don't know if he was drinking, but he shows something in his system that wasn't regulated. And,
Mhm.
here's the thing, any of us can jump in the, the deep end of the pool and not find our way back.
Yeah.
So, there's no judgment. He's going to be watching out for you, for everyone. He shows a dog, who's important to him.
Yeah, yeah, I think the dog's up there with him.
He wants you to know the dogs. Yeah, this dog is important, and you've often wondered if, does he see the dog? And he's
Yeah.
answering yes.
Yeah.
And he says, just keep going, Mom, keep going. He says, you can do it. Are you being asked to speak yet places?
Not too much, but some
Yeah.
friends, yeah.
And you're going to help a lot of people, and he'll be with you. Okay.
Okay. All right, thanks. And that question you just answered was the one question I still had in my mind, whether I should research when the EMTs got here, why they didn't try to save them. But now that I know, I'm not going to research it.
Yeah, he says he wanted to make that clear for you, because he just doesn't, he wants your mind to, and he wants you to find peace.
Okay.
And he's working, he says he's in a good place, and he's going to help you. There's a grace
Okay.
coming.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Okay.
That was wonderful. And I just want to remind people that I love putting these into our newsletter. So for Pamela, as well as everybody else, if you could email me at elizabeth@helpingparentsheal.org with a photo of Eric or your child. I always love being able to acknowledge Tina, but also acknowledge the fact that all of these things that happen are real, and it's so much fun to be able to be a part of it. Also, people are asking about you at the conference and if you're going to be doing readings. So I just put, it's mary@tinapowers.com.
Right. You can get a hold of Mary. There's just limited openings right now, but I will tell you, I'll be doing, Jamie Clark and I are doing readings, group readings during the conference. And so that's another opportunity. And then also I'll be doing, learning to trust yourselves at the conference, and I'll be doing readings there as well. I know that, I probably mentioned at the beginning, I love to get the messages too, but I really honestly want you all to know and trust that, when they try really hard to get through to you, and they do, that it's real, because we're so not taught that growing up in this society. It's almost like we take an amnesia pill. And then, it takes, what did Picasso say? It takes a long time to grow young again. So
Oh, that's beautiful.
yeah. Okay. So, I want to go back to Erica, and her mom.
So,
whoever, if they're still here.
Yeah, I'm sure she probably is, but let's see if Irene, do you have her in front of you, the name of her mom?
No, I don't. I'm looking.
Okay, let me find her. This is so interesting.
No worries. And if we can't, then, we can ask whoever.
Rhonda, Ronda, Irene, I'm sorry.
It's Rhonda?
Yeah, Ronda, not an H, no H in there.
Okay, I've asked her to unmute. Hi, Rhonda.
Hi,
Rhonda, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Yay.
Hey, can
Yay.
you
Hi.
get a little bit more into the light, please? Is that possible? There you go. Okay, wonderful. Hi.
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 Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Here I am.
Yay. Okay. So thank you for stepping up, because when you mentioned
Thank you.
Erica, she started to come in. She needs to talk to you. This is in a good way. Mhm.
Great.
She says, my mom talks to me all the time. Is that true? And out
That
loud.
is true. Yes. Out loud.
And she's also, she says, and she, you know, she seems to think that you know that she's there, but you don't know, like you're having trouble hearing her, she says sometimes, but you're getting better at it. That's what she
Yes.
just said. You're getting better at it. Are you
Yes.
learning mediumship?
I'm trying. I read a lot.
Yeah,
I'm reading.
she's saying that you're getting better at it. And she wanted to, you know, and for all of you who are, you know, who are making contact, but really trying to believe it and trust yourselves, like the spirit world really wants me to communicate, keep trying. Sometimes it's not always the burning bush. Sometimes it's a voice inside your mind that keeps talking over your other voice. I know that sounds kind of odd, but she says, or she wants me to tell you, and I've used this, it's like a radio station, right? We get on the right frequency. But she says now, she says, you've been trying. She wants me to tell you now, allow it to come in. Now, she does show me a beautiful white dove. She wants me to say peace. You know, she really is in a place of peace. She is okay. She says, you know this intrinsically. She's very smart, Erica.
She is. Very.
Hold on here. Do you know, did the dove of peace mean anything to her at that time? Or this is going to be, hold on. I didn't mean to. She's going to be using birds to let you know she's around. Okay.
Okay.
Now, who got a tattoo, or is somebody thinking of getting a tattoo? She's mentioning the tattoo.
I did. I just got a tattoo, literally not even 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't want you to faint.
Yeah.
But she wants you to know that that she was with you when you got this, and she thinks it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
Tell you she you know, you're more hip than she says you're. Hold on here. Are you leading groups yet in a circle? Because she shows a circle. It's going to be coming, if not yet.
No, I'm not, but I talk a lot. Not yet, but I share her story with anybody who wants to listen, and even the ones who don't.
Uh-huh. Do you go into schools at this time?
No.
Okay. I don't know why there's a, or even like university, I just have to tell you, there's, you're going to be asked to speak more, but I also see you, I don't know, I mean, we won't get into it here fully, but in past lives, I don't know how you feel about that. Dr. Brian Weiss is really out there on the forefront with that consciousness continues, right? And maybe we're learning things in each lifetime. It's all about love. The reason I bring it up is because I got a really strong Native American presence around you. And I don't know, you know, I'm in Arizona, we're in the desert here, but I just want to tell you, you're going to receive a feather. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Amazing.
Okay. Now, Erica's also wanting me to tell you, she asked for forgiveness. And you didn't do anything wrong.
It's good to know.
She just says she lost her way. And she had no idea that how this would affect you or anyone else. She just wasn't even, she just says, I'm sorry. Whew. She says you're like a superhero. And, you know, it's really important, she's telling me, to tell you that you couldn't have done anything to make it different. You know how we go, could I have made this different? She said you tried. And she also says she's sorry she was so closed sometimes. Does that make sense? Like, you know, when people are
Very.
self-compartmentalized and they don't let you know everything that's going on.
Right.
She just said she's
Right.
sorry she shut you out.
Yeah. I did try to get in.
And she says she knows, and she just needs to tell you that she's around you a lot. She's really okay. She's got a great group. She says she's in school over there. So she says it's not over between you and she, and that you have to stay. She's really in my ear saying you have to stay, Mom, because there's more for you to do, and she'll be working with you with this. Okay. She says, you know what she's talking about. Okay. I don't, she says to tell you she loves you. And she says she was a wild child a bit, like she felt that inside, like she just wanted to be free.
Definitely. Yes.
And that
Gave me a run for my money.
and and that you lifted her up, you know, to be independent and to be, you know, she says there were really good years before she lost her way. And there are more good times to come, but she says there's more for you to do, and I just need you to know that I'm okay, and more than okay. All right.
Great. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Okay. Whew.
That was beautiful. Oh my goodness. And again, Rhonda, if you would like to send me a picture of Erica and just a little write-up about the reading, that would just make me so happy. And it would make so many parents happy as well.
Okay. Does anyone have a Joshua or a Josh?
Let's see.
I think I'm hearing it correctly. At first I thought it was John, but then I thought it switched over to Joshua or
Kim says, I have a son, Josh. I'm not sure if the son is in spirit or not, though. Kim, is your son Josh? Oh, Sandra's saying my son's name is Joshua. And then Nora's saying I have a Jonathan. So,
okay, so hold on. Yeah, Joshua's in spirit, correct?
okay, so we're going back to Joshua. Is Joshua in spirit? This is Sandra's son. Sandra, could you? Yes, in spirit. So
Okay.
Sandra,
Yes.
Elias, let's see, Laura is also saying that Joshua.
I asked Sandra to
Okay.
unmute. Hi, Sandra.
Hi.
Hi, Sandra.
Hello.
So
Okay.
let me see if I can find you. There you are.
I know.
Okay.
You guys are all, this is an amazing group. I can feel all the energies really. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, there you are. Yay. Okay. You know, the angelic realm, do you work with angels a lot? They're around you.
My son.
Well, yes. And then also, so he's here. And also, I just have to tell you, you know, there's no task too small to ask angels. Okay. I know this, well, this woman, Sonia Choquette, she's a great reader and she has a lot of books out, but she talks about the ministry of angels and that you can ask them to help you and to lift you and all sorts of things. So hold on here a second. Joshua's, okay. He's fun, like he moves, he's funny, like he likes to dance.
Yes.
Or like he's just showing me like he's dancing around. So he's really excited about being able to be seen here. Okay. And he, I don't know why, but was he really fast?
Yes.
Like he just, all of a sudden, I have to show you, like when I see pictures, you know, when you dream and see pictures, when I see pictures, when I'm awake, that's a form of clairvoyance, which is French for clear seeing. But he's telling me like he took great pride in how fast he was. And he just showed me like it's like I can't even barely see him. So whether he had accolades for being that fast, and very athletic.
Very.
He's showing me like a trophy, like he would have been like, you know, like he's showing me a trophy. So I don't know if he actually had a trophy or if that's what he would have aspired to.
He's a soccer player.
But he felt like he was a superhero with this, he wants me to tell you.
Yes.
And he, you know, like a lot of, you know, the souls that we've talked to and all of them in the other waiting room, you know, he's an old soul. And he says you knew this when he was young.
Yes.
And you looked into his eyes and you almost had a feeling that maybe you had a feeling, didn't you, that he might not be here the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when we have those feelings, I don't know if anybody felt those shivers go down them, but I know when I hear things like that, I don't want to hear it. So I try to push it away and go, okay, but a lot of times, sometimes that's just our soul, you know, giving us a heads up that just in this experience, it doesn't mean it's all experiences, but that he, you know, he says he came to do, he conquered, like he taught everyone, like they
Yeah.
all gathered, he says, for me. Like there was
Yes.
a big group for him. Well, on this side, on the earth side, and in the other world. Okay. And why I'm at a school, I don't know, but did they do something cool for him at the school, or did he just love the school? He just seems, it's like he's dancing around and he shows me, you know how sometimes they have like the chain link at a school or like on the school property or on the field?
They did that for him on the field. It's their motto now. Never let good enough be enough.
Oh, yeah, he is just dancing around about this. He loves it so much. He feels very excited. He thinks he made a very big impression for the amount of time that he spent on the earth. And he also promises that you can do this. And he knows that it's been hard for you, especially with your close personal relationships, he's saying. Here's your young son, but he's an old soul, right?
Yes.
And that people don't understand, and you know, that people have let you down, he says, because they can't talk about it or they close down about it. And he says all you need, well, he says, God, you're very, you know, and, you know, so whether it's source, whether it's higher power, whatever your belief system is, he just says, really, it's you're connected. And okay, wait, hold on here. He wants me to back up for a minute. She's doing it right. He says, you're doing it right. He also says, there's another child, a sibling on the earth?
Yes.
That he wants me to acknowledge. That he likes to tease. Hold on here. Okay. And that he promises it will get better for you, Mama. And that he is so okay. Now, hold on here. I don't know if this is him or somebody with him that had, when I see a picture of a vein, that sometimes can mean there was a blood disease, or that they had some sort of, this is an older person with him, actually. Hold on a second here. Oh, he's backing me up. There's a grandmother, I believe, here. And I'm not sure. Okay, he's pulling the focus back, sorry. But there is an elder female person in the family that's over in the other world with him. I'm supposed to tell you. Okay. Now, where did his ball go? Like did he have his own ball? He's just lifting up a ball and showing it to me.
So we have the last soccer ball that he used, and his last cleats are in his room in like this kind of monument kind of thing that my husband made for him.
He said it's a shrine.
Yeah, it's a shrine. It's a shrine to him.
And he feels you there. You feel him there, rather. He also wants to go back to, he thinks, and this is, he's very funny. It's like he showed up on the earth older, didn't he? I just hear him talking away. Did he chat? Was he really chatty? Because he's
Yes,
just
always.
like, and he was like, very insightful for his age. He just said thank you. And okay, so hold on here. I'm with her. She needs to know. And she's sorry, or he's sorry that somebody around you, like he can't talk about it, he says. So somebody has a hard time talking to you about what happened. It's like in the family. And he just says, it's okay. Keep getting some, keep doing what you're doing and it will get easier. I'm right here. He just graduated before you, he says. He says, you can do this. He's got you. I love you. And then he says he's sending you hearts a lot. Have you noticed hearts at all coming? Like there'll be hearts in the rocks. They're going to be hearts you're going to see in the clouds. He's going to be sending, if you haven't noticed, all sorts of hearts.
Okay.
And I don't know what you listen to. Do you listen to some of his music or something? I don't know. I can hear music, but it's further away. So he wants me to comment on the music.
His sister listens to his music.
Mm-hmm. That now he's stepping back. He's like, everyone needs to know I'm okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay.
That was amazing. Oh my goodness gracious. And
Okay.
again, Sandra, please send me something if you'd like to with a picture of your son. That would be wonderful.
He's
With
yeah.
Joshua. With Joshua.
Joshua. Okay. I'm waiting. It's like there's a waiting room over there. Like you're all in your room, I'm in my room, and then they're in their room in the other world. And if they all start talking to me at once, then my brain goes, "Whoa," so they know they need to go because they're so fast. I'm just seeing who's next. I'm waiting to. Well, I don't know. Does anyone have a lily or a lily on the earth? I just heard the word or name Lily.
So Becky says yes, her. And Lisa Medina says Lily is my daughter. Let's see. Jessalyn is saying
In
her
spirit?
mom.
In spirit?
So are any of these in spirit? So for Becky or let's see, Jessalyn says no. Kelly has a lily here on earth. Let's see, my granddaughter here. I have a Josh, which is okay. Thank you.
So hold on, let me ask them again in the other world, okay? Let me just make sure that they weren't trying to comment on a lily. Okay, I'm gonna ask this. Does Lily have a brother in the other world?
Okay, so for the people who have a lily, a brother on the other side. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
So Kelly says, yes, my son. So Kelly has a lily. Is that correct? Yeah. And then she has a son on the other side. So let's, it's Kelly Watts, Irene.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Can you say something so we can?
So I can
Yes, I'm here.
There you are. Hi
Are
there.
Hi.
Oh, let's see. Where are you? Can I see you more? I see your eyes.
Hi.
Oh, look. Oh, hi. Okay,
Hi.
so it's fun. Like Lily's such a beautiful name. And when I hear things from the left, a lot of times they can be in the spiritual world, but they said it like 3 times. So I'm like, okay. So Lily's your daughter.
Yes.
right. On
But
the
she's here.
on the
My
earth.
son
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So hold on. All right. I just got my symbol for closeness. So those two were very close. Or he felt very close to her, he's saying. And actually he's okay, he's waving, he's stepping in more. There's a big group over there, like there's a big group here. He says you hear him. Is that true? He says she hears me. So
I have before, and I think I do sometimes in my head.
he wants to emphasize you hear me, and it's real. Okay. And it happens a lot when you're really relaxed, right? And not, where you're kind of in between, like if we're almost
Right.
asleep or waking up or in between those hours. He just says you can ask for that to be, you can ask your guides for that to be, it's called clairaudience, French for clear hearing. You can ask for that to be turned up, like you're ready to
Okay.
hear more of the other worlds. Okay. He's been trying to get through to you. He says, and he knows short of like appearing in front of you, it's hard. That's why I have to say it's like the burning bush, right? Like we don't always get, it's more subtle than that. He says, is there someone in the family too that is military at all of a sudden?
He was in the National Guard.
Okay, because all of a sudden when they show me this, it's just so another sign that it's him. And he was actually very proud of this. And that you did, he says you sacrificed a lot for him and he wanted to say thank you to you.
Oh,
He says that he's around you a lot and he feels he had a really good life. He's sorry that everything got cut short. He says we don't need to get into it unless you want to.
yeah.
Do you have a question at all about anything? Or only reason I'm just asking you is because he says, was there some confusion around it? Because I see some static or something not clear.
It was just totally out of the blue. He took his life. Well, nobody knew it was coming.
So he says that he, well, and I just want to say if I'm reading this correctly, I feel like he wasn't a depressed person for a lot of his life. Like this was he's telling me that the last few months, like he almost had this feeling and everything was falling apart. Do you know what he's talking about with that? He was very private. He's telling me about his personal life.
He had split up with his girlfriend about 4 or 5 months before, and I know that was really hard on him. And
he says
he was wanting to switch jobs, and I know that was weighing on his mind.
And he says whether it's drinking or whatever he started to do, he says he's sorry about this because the last few months weren't good for you and him either because of what he was drinking. So he just says he wants to apologize to you for this. And he says I'm so sorry. He's so good though. He's got this huge smile. He says and there's a father or grandfather with him, he's telling me. So he's further in the back, but I see an older male energy. So whether it's his grandfather or somebody he was really excited to see, that helped.
Probably his dad. His dad had passed a few years ago.
Yeah, there's a grandfather too. Oh,
Yeah.
he said yes, and yes. Okay, wait, hold on here. Who over there had a heart attack? Do you know if I'm still with you or had heart?
His grandfather.
Yeah, the grandfather is like presiding over. Okay, he's okay. And hold on here. Just tell my mom, please, if he could do anything to make it right, he would. He wanted to give you some peace and let you know that he is so okay, that he can't, this was so intense about this heartbreak that he just couldn't see his way out of it. So where the alcohol and everything, and hold on here. He says he's not going to make excuses. And you need to know it didn't hurt. But he says he won't be doing that again. So So what I want to say is that sometimes I've learned, and I always say, this is what I know so far. Like maybe if we have a lot of different incarnations, or say we do have a lot of lifetimes, we learn everything there is to learn, and we have every experience. He says he's showing me eagle's wings. You know that song, Lift You Up on Eagle's Wings? He says that's a song that he's going to send you, and he's going to help lift you. He's so okay. He wants you to please believe you're going to hear me more. You're going to get more, he says, signs. And he says to please tell Lily I'm sorry, and he loves her dearly. He's okay though. Okay. And I love you, Mom.
Oh, thank you. I'll tell him I love him.
Yeah, he can hear you. He thinks he did pretty good. Now he's like saying that. I heard him turn to the side, go, I think I did pretty good. He's okay. That's me. So
Thank you.
That was amazing, Tina. Oh, it's just so wonderful to be with you. And I just want to let you know that whenever we have you on here, your light just shines so brightly. And I know that everyone felt that here. I also want everybody to know who's on here who didn't get a reading tonight, that all of our kids were there in that waiting room. The ones who were really needing to be able to be pushed forward, the other kids were pushing them forward. And that's what's so incredible, is they do this as a team. They do this to help each other. And they are so happy when they see us smile. They high five each other. They are so excited to be able to be speaking to someone and getting through. But I want all of you to know that they are all happy, healthy, and whole. There's not one single one of them who isn't in a beautiful place. And unfortunately, we're here on our Earth school, and we've still got stuff to learn, but it's okay, because we're going to be with them again soon. And when we're with them, it's going to be as though not 1 second has passed. And so I think that that's an important thing for all of you to realize, that even though it may seem like an eternity right now, it's a blink of an eye for them. And nothing is lost, nothing is missed. They are at every single special event. They are with us all the time. So I love having people like Tina on here who show how real this connection with here and there is. It's almost as though a sheet of wax paper is between us and them. So anyway, thank you so much. We always, let's see, did you want to say something else, Tina, before?
Just wanted to say the energy here is amazing, and all of you supporting each other, and we're all connected, and we can do this. We can do this. So thank you for having me.
We are thrilled to have you at the conference. And also, I just want to let everybody say thank you and good evening. So we always ask people to unmute and say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tina.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great
Thank you,
night.
Tina, you were amazing.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
It was wonderful.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Tina.
Thank you. You were
Thank you.
amazing. Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.